study. Did you go to I went to my notes, somebody?
I did not.
She didn't go to my notes, so she went to him.
Yes, sir.
So again, he gave the same message twice on the same day because he wants you to hear it. I sat in the back there and I said, "Whoa, boy." I'm like, "Master, you mean she's not going to even leave a little piece in that message? I could just preach the end of it?" But I know my wife, she starts a message and she going to finish it. Yeah, I'm sitting in the back there. I say, "Well, Master, maybe if she just leave a little corner in the back someplace, maybe I'll preach that little corner and then I'll add some more scriptures to it." He said, "You're going to sit right here. You're going to listen to the whole thing." Because normally, they're studying. But I said, "Master, I'm coming out today and I'm going to come and support, my wife's teaching today." So I sat in the back there and I'm like, wow. I had my marker to the page. I haven't moved it yet. So you see, that's the page I'm preaching on. I didn't put that there now. I had that there from since I was studying a couple days ago because I put my marker in there. On the top of the page, on chapter 8 on the top of the page, he gives power to get wealth. I didn't just write that day. I wrote that day long time ago. I like writing little notes to myself in my scriptures.
Okay.
And in Deuteronomy chapter 8, beginning with the first verse, he says, "God to do every command which I commanded you today, that you might live, shall increase, and go in and possess the land of which Yahweh swore to your fathers." God, his command. He is telling you that he wants you to guard his command. To guard the command means that you ought to protect it. To guard the command means you ought to be doing it. He said, "God to do." So protect and do. You don't just do it, but you got to protect it. This word is so powerful. This message is so now and so important right now that he is telling you on 2 occasions that he wants you to guard his commands. That he wants you to do it. He wants you to protect it and he wants you to do it. So when somebody come to you and they said that we need to do this, he said you should be saying, "No, we don't. We need to do this according to the word. I can't do what you say, but I must do what he said. Let his word be true and every man else a liar." I got to guard what he says.
Yes.
I got to protect it with my being. And if my life is required of it, then that's what I'm going to do. You see, sometimes we take things so vicariously. We take things so on easy street. Like what he's saying is not important. What he's saying is, we could just break what he says and he's going to be okay with that. Because, he is the master. And he don't know what is good for us. He don't know what we need. He don't know that today we need to have X amount of dollars in order to cover our lifestyle. He said that if you have all the wealth in the world, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and suffer the loss of his own soul?
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
That's what the word says. Pastor, you're taking this thing too serious. You're taking this thing to the extreme. Sometimes my son, he will ask me a question and he said, "Why do you always take things to the extreme?" I said, "Because I want you to see the consequences of it, to the wrongness of it. I want you to see it for real. So when you make a decision to do it, then you can't say you did not know." See, that's the thing. That's why you see when I speak here, I come out real raw with things, and I let you know it straight up. So you can see the pros and the cons. You can see everything. You can have the beginning and you can have the end of it. So when you decide that you want to start now, guess what? You should also know where you're going to end up. Well, nobody tells me anything. Nobody says anything about it. No. Because the day going to come when you're going to be faced before the master, and he's going to ask you the question, and he's going to pull down the scroll and say, well, wait a minute, let's go over this, because on this day, those words have been spoken to you. He said, not only that I'm giving you this, but I swore to your fathers when I gave it to them. What did they do with it? Are you going to be like father, like son? Or are you going to be better than your father? Are you going to be better than your mother? Are you going to still walk in their disobedience, or are you going to walk in my obedience? What are you going to do? Are you going to act like them and die in the wilderness, or is that what you're going to do?
Break it down.
Or are you going to live? He said, obey the commands and live. This is true life. This is what life is. What is life? Life is abundant through the commands. What is life? Because I obey the command, so now I can live. I am going to live because I'm obeying the command. But if I'm not obeying the command, I'm just existing, and I'm dead, and I'm a walking dead, because I'm just living in this world, and it just, but I'm just existing in this world, but I'm really not living. So I don't know what abundant life is. I know what it is to suck seed and suck salt, but I don't know what it is to live on the heights of the wind and live in the fullness of life, because I have never obeyed him to the fullest.
Come on, break it down.
And his word said in verse 2, he said, and you shall remember that Yahweh your Elohim led you all the way these 40 years in the wilderness. You're going to remember that. I'm not going to take it away where you don't remember, because I'm going to give you things to make you remember it. You're going to remember how I brought you out. You're going to remember the struggle that you had. Because unless you do what is right, you're going to continue to struggle. You're going to continue to go through. So you're going to always remember that you've been in poverty. You're going to always remember that you've been in slavery. You're going to always remember that somebody been ruling over you. When are you going to come out and be above and not beneath? When are you going to stand up and be the head and not the tail? Because you will have to remember all that you put me through by not obeying.
Yes, sir.
But it can be well with thee. It don't have to be like that. It don't have to be where you're struggling and you're suffering.
Right.
All you got to do is obey, because I already laid it down for you. We got another love preacher over there? It's all right. Lady picks up. Let him pick it up from there. And then he says here, it says, to humble you, prove you, to know what is in your heart. He said, the reason why I done what I did, to humble you. Why he want to humble you? Because you got some pride in there. Because you got something that you feel that you know more than he does. Why he gotta humble you? Because you walking up there like you got it made. You walking up there like he can't tell you anything. You see, you understand life, and you understand struggles, and you understand what it takes to make it. So you want to make it. The master said, no, I'm testing your heart out to humble you. To humble me. Yeah, each and every one of us. Because, if we're not humble, then guess what? We don't feel we need to obey. If we're not humble, we don't feel nobody can tell us anything.
Right.
We are the type of people that if we are not humble, you cannot talk to me because I got this. The master says, no, I gotta take you back to my word. And take you back to my word. Gotta take you back so you can humble yourself. And then you can prove. You see, I want to prove you. How I want to prove you? Because guess what? When you humble yourself and you obey the commands, then and you become victorious, you have proven yourself worthy to receive the blessing. Now you can receive the blessing because you humbled yourself. Now you can receive the blessing because you followed instruction. Now you can receive the blessing because you guard everything. Now I can take you to the place where I want you to go. And we just beginning our journey. But guess what? It's because of all of the other things that you've been doing rather than guarding my commands and doing it. That's why I can't take you there yet. See, I got a plan laid out for you. I got everything laid out for you. I got a plan for you. But I can't give it to you. Why, Master? Because you're disobedient. Well, why can't you give it to me and then I'll be obedient? It don't work that way. You wanna have a driver's license before you learn to drive.
Right.
And you can't understand why they wouldn't give you a driver's license. Well, or maybe they should buy you a car before you even get a driver's license so you can go driving. Why would I want to buy you a car and put you in danger and you don't even know how to drive and give you a driver's license and you have not passed the test? Why would I want to do that to you? Then I don't love you if I'm going to put you in danger. You haven't proved yourself yet. Why? You have babies, most of you, of us that grow up, we grew up in this world and we know what babies is, right? Giving the baby a steak and a knife and a fork, you know that's putting the child in danger.
Right.
You are putting your child in danger. You said, well, the child got to eat. Yeah, we know he got to eat, but he got to eat his food.
Right.
He's not ready for that kind of meat yet. And you are going to be held reliable. You are responsible for that child if that child choke on that beef that you gave to the child. Right? But you said, well, all human beings need to eat. We know all human beings need to eat. But all human beings don't need to eat that when they can't eat it. Even with an older person that's in the nursing home, they're having problems, digestive problems. Why would you go feed them some steak when you know they ain't got no teeth to chew nothing? When you know that they having digestive problems, but you want to go feed them some steak. And you're going to argue with the nursing home or with the board of the legal system. You're going to argue with them, well, I only gave them something to eat. You are still going to be held responsible. Because you know they can't eat that. The master will not give you anything unless you have proven yourself. He is not going to feed you stuff that you can't handle. But he's going to prove to see what's in your heart and whether or not you are obedient enough to handle what he's about to give you. Why is he going to give you some money, millions of dollars, when you can't take care of 20?
Come on, break it down. Yes, sir.
Every time he gives you 20, you go drink it up and smoke it up. Every time he gives you 20, you don't pay nothing with it. You don't do nothing with it. But you want him to give you 50. And he gave you 50, and 50, it was just like the 20 he gave you. And now you want him to give you 100,000. And guess what? He just gave you 25,000. And the 25,000, you acted with the 25,000 like he gave you the 20. But you blaming him for not advancing you because you didn't learn how to use what he gave you. You didn't protect it, you didn't guard it, you didn't learn nothing about it, but then you're going before him and you have all those grandiose ideas, but you are not doing his command. How is he going to promote you? You want promotion. But my job is not promoting. But you're not doing what the job is requiring. But you want promotion, and you cannot continue to be late all the time on your job because your boss ain't going to promote you. Because he knows if he promotes you to being a supervisor, all you're going to be is a late supervisor. Because you were just a late employee, now you're going to be a late supervisor. Now you're going to be a late manager. Now you're going to be later and later on everything. You say, the master, he wants you to work for it on his terms. Not on your terms, on his terms. Let's go. Then he says here, he says to see what's in your heart to prove it to God. He says, whether you guard his commands or not. So now it's up to you. Are you going to guard it or you're not going to guard it? He says, and he humbled you and let you suffer hunger. Well, the time that you were starving and you were going through a hunger transition, you should have then taken stock of your life and say, well, okay, what got me to the place where I have nothing to eat? How can I avoid this from happening again? Now, that's what some of us say. And I ain't picking on nobody, but I'm just telling you because we got brothers and we got sisters out today that is making the same mistake and probably has made the same mistake, and some of us have made the same mistake. Well, I don't have enough, so I have to work on Shabbat. Because I don't have enough to take care of my family. I don't have enough to pay my bills. I don't have enough to do what I need to do. So what does the master expect me to do?
Right. Come on, break it down.
He expects you to keep his command.
Right.
That's what he's expecting you to do.
Yes, sir.
Well, master, I am starving. Well, guess what? I am trying to purge you. As a matter of fact, you are a little overweight. So I need to allow you to starve a day or two to get you back on the right weight. You don't need Weight Watchers for that. I'm going to just hold up some food from you for a minute, because if I don't, you're going to just eat yourself into oblivion. Mm-hmm. So right now, I have a plan for you. And my plan is to keep you healthy from the cheesecake and the chocolate cake. My plan is to keep you right now from 5 more pounds that you are complaining about. So I got to cut down on the food, because if I just put all the food out there, you're going to eat it all. So I told my wife, I said, well, maybe the way we could save some money, just don't buy all this food in the house all at once, because we're going to have to go back and shop the next day. Because we tried it. We tried to buy food for the whole month, and it only lasts a week. We tried to buy 3-4 cartons of water, and they only last a week. And we buy a carton, and guess what? If we don't put it in the refrigerator, it lasts a week. So I said to her, I said, maybe we just say, I'm just talking. But I'm saying, if the master has ways and plans for us like we do as parents, he got plans and ways for us like you do with your kids and your children. He got things planned out for you. He knows what's best for you. He knows what he wants you to do and how he wants to raise you up and how he wants to bless you. But you must follow in his plan. Now we tell ourselves we know better than him. Because you see, some people, Saturday's a good day, especially for beauticians. Beauticians on Saturday, oh man, that's a good day. So guess what? I can make all my money on Saturday. But you know what the master says in Haggai? He said, you take in much and brought in little. He said, I'm going to blow on it. So when you think you got it down, you think, well, I know how to beat the system. I know how to beat Yahweh's plan. I know how to beat the master Yahushua's plan. Guess what? The days that he said for me to come and worship him, I'm going to just go work. The days he said for me to do this, guess what? I'm going to just stay home and have a plan. I'm going to write me out a plan on that day. Oh, no. That plan ain't going to go no place. The furthest that plan might go into the trash can. That's as far as the plan is going to go. But guess what? If you obeyed him, he would have put something on top of your plan called motivation. He would have put something on top of your plan called a businessman. He would have put something called an investor on your plan. He would have put something on your plan called an inheritance on your plan. He would have put something down on your plan that you didn't think about. He gonna put it on your plan. And guess what? You didn't have to work so hard for it after all. Right? He gonna put something on your plan, Larry, that you're gonna find $20 on the ground. You see, he gonna put something on the plan there for you. Work something out for you. All you gotta do is obey.
That's it.
Now, he's gonna work something on your plan for you. All you gotta do is just keep his word. He got something on the plan for you. Oh, how do he got something on the plan for you? I'm gonna help him to raise his credit score. What I got on the plan for him, because I know he's gonna need a house, I know he's gonna get a wife, I know he's gonna get a car, so I'm gonna raise that up for him. I'm gonna teach him business. I'm gonna teach him how to do this. So I'm gonna raise something in his, I'm gonna put something set aside. How he's going to raise the plan, prophetess, guess what? While you are worshiping me and keeping me first on your mind and doing the things I call you to do, I am going to give you a business idea. And you're going to have the first creative business from Power Pack Ministries. And that's going to be making millions and bringing millions into the kingdom for you and your household. Because you are obeying me.
Hallelujah.
So I'm going to give you some creative ideas. And ideas. We say, Then he comes back and he says, here. He said, I'm the one that make you hungry. He says, then I feed you with manna, which you did not know, nor did your fathers know. Did you know anything about manna? No. You knew anything about manna? Who knows how to bake manna? What ingredients do you put in manna?
Heaven.
What amount of salt manna have in it? Well, we don't know if it has salt. Well, what's the ingredients that we take to bake manna? Maybe we can make some here on earth. Maybe we make it look like a base. Maybe we make it look like a dough. Maybe we put some rolls in it. Maybe we put some raisins in it. How are we going to make manna? We don't know. We do not have the ingredients. It came from heaven. It came from the master. So we don't know how manna is made. So guess what? You didn't have any earthly idea how manna is made. You don't have any earthly idea that he's going to bless you. You didn't have any earthly idea that he was going to give creative ideas. You did not sit there and say, well, I got to plan me something out. I just got to come up with something. No, he's going to drop it in your mind. Well, how are we going to figure it out to take care of all of the bills that we got to take care of? To invest for the children, to have a college fund, and to do this and do that. How are we going to do it if we only got 6 days?
Come on, Bridget.
Or how did he create the world when he only did it in 6 days? I don't care how long, you say, well, 6 days is like, a day is like 1,000, 1,000 years is like a day unto him. Or, how did he do it? Well, guess what? Even with his 6 days, he still rests on the seventh.
Right.
He rested on the seventh and observed what he done. So why shouldn't you rest? He didn't have to work 7 days in order to create everything. He only took 6. And you could take 6 too. To work for your family and to rest. To work for you and to rest. All you need. But some people say, I stopped saying that. No, I'm trying my best not to say it. There is not enough time in the day. Yes, there is. Because if we say there is not enough time in the day, we say that he don't know what he's doing. There is enough time in the day to do what you need to do. Man go a little bit further. Man say, we're going to put the electrical light so we can work at night. But look at what's happening. He said that when night comes, no man work. But we find a way to work. But then look at the results we get. We say, well, we got good results out of it. Really? We go back and look at everything. Do we really get good result of it? Have we gotten so much more at night than we would have gotten in the day?
Nope.
Or we just work and we got tired, so we got to sleep in the day and we can't get enough rest? But we do it. But everything he says to do, we find a way to get around it. We trying, yeah, we trying to get around it, right? I only got about 15 more minutes. We go up to about 2 o'clock, that's it. I'm not going to take it any longer than that. Hear what he says here. He said, to give you manna which you did not know, your fathers did not know, to make you know that man does not live by bread alone. He just wanted to let you know it's not by the sweat of thy brow, it's not by your hands, because you went out and you got the dough, because you went out and you got the bacon, because you went out and you got this. It is my hands that done it, because I work with my hands. And you see, I have brought in all the wealth. Really? See how long it lasts you. Do you have enough? Do you have enough that you don't need him? Let me ask you a question. Well, how much is enough that you don't need him?
Not enough.
Let's try to see if we could. Let's say we worked hard and we said, okay, well, Master, I'm not going to obey you and do what you say to do, but I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to find a way to do it. I had one brother tell me, he said, well, my kids are looking up to me, so I got to be a man because my daddy was broke, and my stepdaddy showed me, and this person showed me, and I got to be a man, and I got to stand up and provide my house. So what does he expect me to do? I got to work on Shabbat, because Shabbat, guess what? I had somebody told me that. I said, really, that's the way you feel? I said, what if the truck just break down now? What if the contract just go on there and all your lawn equipments and all your this equipments and all that equipment, what if it just fall apart right now? You know what they probably think? Well, I get another set. And he'll blow on that one too. And he'll make sure you don't get the contract, somebody else get the contract. But you thinking that you could beat him. Because, I know there's a lot of work out there because it's rainy season. I know there's a lot of this out there. I know I could go out there and I could make me this kind of money. I could do this and do that and do that. For how long? How long is he going to put up with you doing, slapping him and trying? How long you think he's going to allow you to do that? Oh, you can run right now. You get it. Asaph said, he said, I was like a beast before the master, Psalm 73. He said, when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, he said, guess what? I was envious at them, and I wanted to be like them. They had no debt in their family. They had nothing going on. Nothing wrong was happening to them. But for me, it looked like every time I tried to do something, I was taking 2 steps up and 4 steps back. He said, I was washing my hands in innocence. He said, I don't want to do this. He didn't want to do it. But he realized when he went into the sanctuary and he heard the good news preached and teach, he's like, I was like a beast before the master. How could I be thinking that way? He said, I look at them and I was envious of them. Violent covered them and like a chain around their neck and all this other things. They put it on like a garment. He said, they even speak against the heavens and nothing happened to them. He said, well, let me say something. I'm in trouble. Huh?
They're not his.
Exactly. And they're going to pay for it. Let's go there for a minute. Psalm 73. Let's just roll there for a minute. How we going to wrap it up in a few? Are you there with me? Psalm 73, 6, 8, 6 in the scriptures. While you find it, I'm going to just read it. He said, Elohim is truly good to Israel, to those whose heart is clean. He said this is where he measured it. He said, I know that it's good to the people that have a clean heart. He said, but me, ain't so good. He says, but for me, my feet have almost stumbled. My steps has nearly slipped. For I was envious of the boasters when I saw the peace of the wrongdoers. For death has no springs for them, pegs for them, and their strength is infirm and is firmed, and are not in trouble as other men. And they are not plagued like other men. So pride is their necklace. The garment of violence cover them. Their eyes bulge from fatness. Their heart overflows with imagination. They mock and speak in the evil of oppression. They speak loftily. They have set their mouth against the heavens. They walk through the earth, saying, therefore his people return here, and waters of a filled cup are drained by them. And they have said, how could El know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? See is all wrong, and always at ease. They have amassed wealth. Indeed, in vain have I cleansed my heart, and washed my hands in innocence. For I am plagued all day long, and my reproof is every morning. And if I said, let me speak thus, see, I would have deceived a generation of your children. You continue to read this out, man, and listen to this brother. He's pleading. It was like, why should I do righteous? Why should I be righteous? Why should I do righteousness? Why should I live kadosh when everybody out in the world is doing what they're doing and they have more than me? I want to be like the Joneses. I want to be like everybody else. I cannot live holy and kadosh because then they're going to pass me. The devil is a liar. Right. For he is the one that gives you the knowledge to gain wealth. Yes. Yes, you don't need to disobey in order for you to be blessed with righteous things, with being prosperous. How are you going to be blessed when you're in a mess in your spirit? Your spirit is in disarray. Your spirit is so Biafra. Your spirit is so malnourished because your spirit is not in a line with the master. Your spirit is walking around on crutches. Some people's spirits are so broken, they don't have a healthy spirit. Their spirit walking around talking about, well, I need to be fed. For I'm broke and I ain't got nothing. So I got to do what I got to do because, life is, a man got to do what a man got to do. And your spirit is just weak. And that's why your flesh can't obey, because your spirit is not in line. And when your spirit is not in line, your flesh going to follow suit, because spirit go before natural things. And when you cannot obey in the spirit, you will not obey in the natural. But when you allow yourself to obey in the spirit through his word, then the natural will have to line up. He said the flesh and the spirit war against each other. Who is going to win?
Come on.
Line yourself up in your mind. When there are thoughts that comes up and exalt itself against the knowledge of the Most High through his word, pull it down. Pull down every stronghold. Pull down, capture every imagination. Throw it down. I don't want that thoughts. I don't want to think that way. I am above and not beneath. I am soaring high above all my circumstances. I am the righteousness. I am blessed. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I'm a blessed man. And the devil cannot do nothing with me. Hallelujah. He is going to take care of me. For I never seen the righteous see his seed begging bread, or the righteous forsaken. The righteous have never been forsaken, nor see his seed begging bread.
Yes, sir.
So how is the master is not? He gonna take care of the plants and take care of the lilies and take care of everything else, but he ain't gonna take care of you if you're doing what you're doing right.
Right.
If you're doing what you're supposed to do and do it right, he's gonna take care of you. Or you say, Pastor, well, I paid my first fruits. Ask yourself, well, given the just handing over your money, but not being in obedience is not going to get you anyway.
That's right.
You got to be in obedience with the word.
Yes, sir.
Somebody that get baptized and is a sinner and did not change and just been a wet sinner. You start as a dry wet sinner and you came back up a wet sinner. That's all you done. If you decide you're not going to live right, or you're not going to obey his word, or you're not going to walk it out, you're going to just be like that.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
But you can change.
Yes, sir.
By obeying. Well, how long do I got to obey? All the time? Well, what if I obey for 2 weeks and then on the third week I decide to break it again? Then you're going to just reverse your circumstance, your situation. And you're going to, as Prophet said, you're going to keep going up and going back down, going up. You're going to be like a roller coaster. You ain't going to get no place. You're going to go up and down and up and down. But realize that you didn't. Well, you know, sometimes you're sitting on the roller coaster and you're sitting in the front of it like you're the driver. But guess what? Everybody behind you is the driver too. And you're all driving on the same road and everybody going up and going down. But when you realize that you're still in the park, you have not left the park, you're still on the roller coaster. When you're going to get in a real car and drive out of being in the roller coaster? When are you going to be blessed for real? When you stop being on the financial roller coaster. Yes, 2 days, well, now you're rich because you got $400. Now you're rich because you got $1,000. Oh yes, you're rich for sure because you got $5,000. You are a rich man and a rich woman. But guess what? Some of you been there, done that. You know, the government don't give you back your taxes. And you were rich when you get taxes. And everybody in America is rich when they get taxes. Some people got 8,000. Some people got 3,000. Some people got even 15,000. I don't know. I think about 10, 15,000. Some people popping babies so they can get more thousand. But guess what? In a few months, they back down to being poor. All I'm saying, folks, obey him, live righteously, and he'll take care of you. He don't forget about you. He loves you. He loves you. Do you know he loves you? I want you to, minister, turn around to somebody and tell them, say, the master loves you. And then tell them, for real. Now tell them like they mean. Say for real. For real. He loves you for real. Yes. Huh? He don't think that, well, listen, he don't really care about me. Like Asaph was saying, I know he care about his children Israel. Well, are you not an Israelite? Well, don't you think he care about you too? Yeah, he loves me for real. And he's not going to bring shame upon me if I do what's right.
That's right. That's right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I hope you've been blessed. You got the word twice in one day. What else do you want? Some people get 10 minutes. Huh? You got it twice in one day. The same word. Have you been blessed?
Hallelujah.
Give him a praise. Give him a praise. Praise his holy Kadosh name. As my wife gave the message to the earlier audience, this is Power Pack Ministry and Pastor Reggie. Call us. Area code 813-317-6806. Let us know how you enjoy the messages that you've been listening to. We'd like some feedback from you. All right? Thank you again. Be blessed.